Hey now, what is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just saw Rambo: Last Blood. This is something very interesting for me because I have just recently watched all of the Rambo movies. I feel newly inducted into the Rambo mythology, the mythos of this character and everything that's been going on with him. This is a 2019 film that was co-written by Sylvester Stallone because, of course, it was directed by Adrian Grunberg. And the plot is that Rambo is a little older, a little wiser. He's been living on his father's farm where we last left him, and he's cut his hair finally, I guess, after all these years. It's a little weird to see Rambo with short hair now. I know Stallone does, and I know probably the last movie it wasn't really long hair, probably a wig or something, but hey, I'm used to the character with long hair, what can I say? So you see that he's gotten close to this family, this older woman and her granddaughter. He's become like the granddaughter's uncle. So this granddaughter does something horribly dumb. I'll get to that in a minute. And she ends up getting kidnapped by the Mexican cartel. And so Stallone, Rambo, has to come back in full force, almost out of retirement once again, to kill some dudes. Now, what I thought of Last Blood was, I enjoyed this movie. Look, I know it's getting torn apart by critics. I've read the reviews. I've seen people chat all over this. Something fierce. And I'm not going to go on a hill. I'm not going to die on a hill for this movie. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, you guys are crazy for disliking it, because who knows? There might be some people who, they did grow up on the Rambo films, and maybe they were disappointed, right? Most of this movie, there's not a whole lot of action. Most of this movie is just, you're dealing with this daughter character. She is Gabrielle. She wants a relationship with her father, but her father is in Mexico and he's hiding out, kind of, and she just goes off on her own. Her grandmother told her not to, Rambo told her not to, but she did it anyways. And so you sit there and you go, all right, that was strike number one, girl. And then when that doesn't go well, she runs off with this lady that she doesn't know at all, really shady character as well. And they end up going to a club and a bar, and she gets her drink messed with, and then she's gone. And so I'm not saying I didn't feel bad for her, because I did. There was some messed up stuff done to this young girl, but still, you feel like she's an idiot. So yeah, I didn't really know ultimately how to feel about her. So you have most of the movie, that stuff going on. Maybe there are people who were sitting there wanting more Rambo-like stuff. Look, Stallone is damn near 70, if not that. I don't know how old this guy is. He looks good for his age. He's still in shape. He still does what he does. But it's really not till the last 15-20 minutes where you feel like you get Rambo at his full effect, going all out, kicking ass and taking names. And maybe people wanted more of that. I personally, I guess, was able to roll with what they were doing, able to see where they were taking the story and the direction that they were doing. It was quite interesting to see Rambo get his ass kicked at one point, just getting bloodied and beaten up, and I feel like I've never seen that in the Rambo films, at least not at that extent. And I thought there was some nice quiet moments with him that I, again, was willing to go with. And then when you do get the action, when you do get the kills, when you do get the bloody goodness, it's what you wanted. And it's what you got. And so, there are moments at the end of this movie where you're seeing body parts go everywhere. You're seeing heads get rolled off, explosions. Like, people, the cartel are dying in some brutal and bloody, vicious ways. I saw that some people were upset, thinking that maybe this is a movie that is against Mexicans, that is elitist, that is saying, hey, look at this white guy go up against the cartel and killing all of them. And I don't want to get too much into politics and all that good stuff, but, fine, whatever. People want to think that. I didn't see that. It's a story. It's, we've been telling stories in Hollywood for years about the Mexican cartel doing what they do. I don't think the film's trying to say that all Mexican people do this. Hell, the girl who gets kidnapped, her and her grandmother are Mexican themselves, so I don't think there's any thing that the movie's trying to tell or say in that regard. I just think it's a story. I think the Rambo movies have always been about a race of people who who, yeah, because of where they come from or what they're doing, they're bad. So Rambo just comes in and kills them all. I've never once heard him yell racial obscenities at anyone. So again, I didn't get any of that at all. I felt like the movie was fine. I felt like the movie did what it needed to do as far as preserve Rambo as a character, not shove down so much action down your throat, but at the end give you enough action to make you feel somewhat satisfied. Again, I didn't grow up on Rambo, so I'm not coming at this either way. I'm not cheering like, oh my god, this is amazing, and I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying it was a decent film. I enjoyed it. I would give it a Netflix and chill.
Oh yeah.
So guys, yes, maybe not the most glowing review, but I also don't think it's bad either. I think we need to stop and think about it before people lose their minds. Let me know in the comments below if you too saw Rambo Last Blood. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you love it? Are you a big Rambo fan? Did this satisfy the Rambo need for you? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Shot it for profit, hustle legit, pop a big bit, separate it, shot it for profit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit, hustle legit.